Okay, we're back out here with the GX. It's time to finally do the radiator. Oh, what is this over here? It's time to do the radiator flush and swap all that out to get all the coolant out. So I'm just getting my little tray from my Miata over here, but basically just taking all these panels off so we can have access to the cooler here itself, go underneath, and then we can start draining everything. Need to get all my coolant and everything out here. Lexus approved coolant, of course. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so we're under here now. I'm not taking the skid plate off in the front, even though I have the one off in the middle. No big deal, but we're pretty much gonna be going right towards this yellow Johnny right here. So should, because there's a drain hole, right, that you can take the grommet out and then should just drain straight through, you would think. I'm sure it's gonna be messy, so we'll see. But let's get the ingredients, shall we? All right, we have our flavor of the week. Some, was it Zurich? Asian vehicle, crazy name. But Lexus, you know, in the primary. So we'll just swap everything out. We'll get this starting to drain out, and then we'll use this on top to basically just keep the pressure up and keep it filling as it needs to go straight into our radiator. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, let's see how difficult it's going to be to pop this thing off of there. Oh, not bad at all. So remember, it was about 90 degrees. Oh, straight up horizontal. Hey, look at that. It's close to the drain hole. Not quite there though. All right, while that's draining, we can focus on our next objective, which is that drain right there. A little hose, come on, focus, this is your time to shine. There we go, that's probably the most focus you're gonna get, is that there's this silver bolt right here, right from the back perspective. So wheel well going in, looking straight in, and there's that silver bolt, and right above it you have a 10 mil, that's brass apparently. So that is, you need to make sure it's on there properly so you don't destroy it when you come taking it off, but they have that on both sides. So let's get to that here in a moment. All right, we're down to a trickle. We got a good amount in there. So let's tighten this back up real quick. And that was, remember, at about 90 degrees. So we'll leave it about there as well. And then we'll move on to our side piece over here and move our drain pile and everything. Okay, so you can see where it's coming out now. Probably a little bit clear overall. Let's see if I can make it even better. Come on, focus. There we go. Much better. So that's where we're coming out. We're just half turn, give or take, let it drain out. It's just gonna fall all over the place. So if you can find some type of like vacuum hose or something that you have just lying around, maybe put it on the end, might save you the trouble of spilling it everywhere. But yeah, if not, you know, just let her drain until she's done. Then do the same thing on the other side and we'll keep it going. All right, if we come into the passenger side, well, you can see this one a lot clearer. Usually if you have your mats still here, you'll be good, but if you don't, you should be able to see it clear as day right there. We're literally right where my finger's at. So that's what the other side also looks like, also 10 mil. So we'll see if we can find some rubber nipple or something to put on this one, just to make it a little bit easier and cleaner to get it off and not cover everything coolant. All right, so I found some vacuum line that seemed to do the job. Just loosen it up, put the vacuum line on. It's pretty tough on there, so no leaks up here, which is perfect. And you can do both at the same time, which is even better. And no mess on this side compared to the clearly messy other side. So would recommend vacuum line if you got it. All right, we cleaned all this up just so there's no crust. We're gonna take this off, just take the rest of the drain out. Just a few bolts right here, right there, one on the other side. And then we should be able to pop this off, dump what is in there currently, and then we should be good to fill it back up. Everything's draining out finally to a trickle. Yep, we're looking good. So we can tighten everything up and then start filling it up. All right, got everything tightened up. They're not leaking anything. We're gonna dump all our excess out of here. Shake that out. So we're good to go down here, and then we can start filling it back up, finally. Some fresh coolant for Pearl, and then the only thing left that we really need to do is our power steering, because that's looking a little dark. But otherwise, the big stuff's done. So let's get into the rest of it. So far, no leaks from anything yet, without anything in it. So at least from whatever was remaining before, which is good. So let's fill her up. Okay, the time has come. Finally got the top piece on. We'll see if it actually is sealed in the first place. Put a little bit of fluid in here. And then let's let some of it go down and see where we get. Good, it's going down and not going anywhere else. Well, my concern is always this part, so as long as that's doing what it's supposed to do, we're good. So we'll just keep filling her up until the time has come.
Keep going, pretty boy.
Okay, we're basically almost at 2.5. Just doing the old squeezeroo. Get some of these extra air bubbles out that we can. And then we'll get the car started, let it warm up, high heat, all the normal stuff, and see where we go. Let it run for a little bit. The kids gotta take a nap, so I gotta definitely start this sooner than later. No leaks under the car, which is good, so everything's tight. So let's get in here and start her up real quick. And then get this thing on high heat. All right, got everything on high. Just letting it go. I'm gonna let it warm up for a little bit, see how far we get. So we'll just let it run. It's gonna take a minute for it to actually get hot. So we'll let it do its thing. We'll keep our eyes on this and keep filling it up. Looks like we're already getting some air bubbles out. So far so good. Let's fill this up a little bit more just so there's no issues. Okay, coolant is slowly climbing. Shouldn't be too hard since we're in Arizona. And it's still, let's see, it's 12 o'clock and it is currently 102 degrees. You know, not bad. Not bad for Arizona day. At least it's not 120. All right, everything's been running for about 10-15 minutes. Not seen any more real air bubbles come out. Oh, I lied. We're gonna keep letting it run till it's done. All right, I think we're good. Not seeing any more bubbles come out. It's been running for about 15-20 minutes, just idling, revving it up to about 2,000 RPM. Occasionally just sitting it there for a bit, and then, yeah, heater's on full blast. It's hotter than hell in here. But yeah, we should be good. So we can, one, put all this back down to a reasonable temp, and then we can turn the car off and go from there. And of course, when you let it cool down, probably gonna get some more air pockets and bubbles in there, no big deal. So we'll go ahead and let that sit where it's at, let it cool down for a little bit, and then we'll fill up our overflow and should be good to go. All right, we'll cap it off since we're not getting any more air out at this point. And then we'll take this off, transfer it right over here to our overflow, and we'll probably drip a little bit here, the residual, but nothing too bad. And then don't forget to, lose your radiator cap. Just drop it right in here, video. Well, my concern is always this, and then spend 30 minutes trying to find it. So at least you have that. Keep that in a good location. And then we're gonna go ahead and use what's left to fill this, just up to the fill line, which is right here. F, if you can't see it. It's not very legible because I just wiped everything down, so there's not a whole bunch of dirt on it, but should be good to just lift the top of this off here. Let it drain in. And Cap her off right at the full mark. Now we are good to go officially with the coolant for the GX. Maintenance is looking good. Now we can put the top back on, put all the clips back in where they need to go, and then put this on the ground and officially be done with this project. Kind of a long one, overdue. Longest part about the whole thing was just finding the damn radiator cap, but aside from that, all's well. So not too bad, straightforward, good maintenance to do, and now I don't have to worry about it. So now this car, we can look at all the other stuff we want to do, mod wise and whatnot for the future. Now that the maintenance is done, keep it going. Let's get to it. All cleaned back up, looking good. We can officially shut the hood, and then we can back this thing out after, of course, we get it off jack stands. All right, man, and just like that, back home, drove it around for a little bit just to make sure there were no issues, no kinks, no problems. Everything did according to plan. So yeah, man, now we can start getting into the actual fun of doing some modifications for this thing. But overall, it's been a good time. So far, so good. So I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.